Let's now understand the checks other than setup and hold in more details. So we'll start with checks on async pins. So what are async pins? Async pins typically in the design are reset or clear pin. I'm using clear pin as an example, but it can be set pin as well. So what happens for a clear pin, taking clear pin as an assertion of asynchronous event is asynchronous. It has no relationship with the clock. So basically when you cause this clear to go from 1 to 0, this is known as assertion of clear or assertion of reset. It has no relationship with the clock. Instantaneously or with some delays, you will have output changing to 0 or 1 because of the as per reset value of the clock. De-assertion, what happens? This is during assertion. Now what happens during de-assertion? When the de-assertion happens, during de-assertion, rather than start taking data from here, the flop will start taking data from here because now reset has de-asserted. Now, in order to ensure to take data from here, this data is dependent on clock. So when you migrate from asynchronous, so basically migrating from asynchronous to synchronous events. During that time, in order for design to behave reliably, that de-assertion is dependent upon clock, and there needs to be some time requirements in order to ensure design is behaving reliably, similar to your setup and hold. So there are timing checks needed to be done to avoid that unknown state if this transition happens very close to the clock. So what are those timing checks? So the first step check is recovery time. Okay. What is recovery time? Is reset, this is the asserted phase. And this is when it's de-asserted. This de-assertion means signal going, in this case, going from 0 to 1, should not happen very close to clock edge. It should happen sometime before the clock edge, and that time is the recovery time requirement. So your de-assertion should happen sometime before the clock edge. That time requirement is given by the logical library of your flop, and this time requirement is known as recovery time, similar to setup time, that at some time before only it can de-assert. Assertion can happen at any time. De-assertion should happen sometime before the clock edge, and that is recovery time requirement. If this de-assertion happens very close or within this time window, yeah, design is failing a recovery time. So this check is only needed for synchronous, asynchronous pins, not for synchronous pin, because synchronous pins feed through, let's say if you have a synchronous reset, that is fed through D pin only, and that is already covered in your setup and hold time because signal already has a requirement with respect to clock. But for async pin, de-assertion is checked separately, and these are checked when the de-assertion can happen with respect to clock. There should be some time before that, and that is recovery time. Now, after this de-assertion also cannot happen after the clock edge for some time, again, to ensure that the design does not go into an unknown state, and this is known as removal time. So de-assertion cannot happen very close to the clock edge here and very close to the clock edge here. So this window is when your de-assertion cannot happen. Before the clock edge is known as recovery, and after the clock edge is known as removal. These values are calculated from your library.